Welcome back to Game Week FC. My name's Travis. We got a new week ahead of us. We had just had a jam-packed week this previous week. It was awesome. I absolutely loved every minute of it. It was tough to crank out videos 3 in a week, but it was honestly, I can't complain. I love having fixtures, and we got more fixtures right after this Champions League week for this weekend. So without further ado, what you're looking at right now was my team this past weekend. Game week 15. I could have had a fantastic week. So this is my free hit squad. I did a free hit because, I got to start playing I still got my bench boost, still got my triple captain. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do a free hit. I wanted to capitalize on Newcastle defense because I genuinely believed that they were going to get a clean sheet, and they should have. They were playing against 10-man Burnley, and Burnley scored in like the 94th minute penalty, which destroyed my Newcastle defender's clean sheet. So I am very upset about that. I got a bone to pick with Newcastle, but I had some guys carry the team elsewhere. Bruno Fernandes pretty much saved my team on the last game day. He had 18 points. I should have captained him, to be honest. Should have started Cucurella. But I'm right on average for this week. Free hit. Pretty disappointed with how some of my guys performed. Morgan Rogers looked fantastic against Arsenal. He had an XGI of 0.21. So I'm a bit upset about some of my guys' performance. However, it is what it is. We keep moving on. Highest point total, 133. I guess I should have played Dan Burn because he got subbed out after 62 minutes and he got his clean sheet. That kind of pisses me off. Bruno Fernandes, captain, 54 points. Phil Foden's on an absolute roar now at Dewsbury Hall. Class player, underrated. And looks like, he triple captained. Yep. Triple captained Bruno Fernandes. That's brilliant play there. And 133 points. Congrats to Jokes Are Us. Jokes are yous. Jokes are us. Jokes are on me for putting the Newcastle players in my team. Jokes on me. And team of the week, finally, 141 points. I had a feeling that City were going to get a clean sheet. I should have kept Gavardio in my squad, but I am a silly little clown, so I did not do that. All these guys played phenomenally this weekend, so nice little team there. But we're not here to I'm not here to show you guys my mistakes. I'm here to show you my differential squad for this week because I love making differentials more than my actual squad. Not going to lie. Starting off, we've got Ramsdale, 1% owned. He's jumped up a little bit. He was below 1% last week, and I had him in my differential squad. I was so confident that they were going to get a clean sheet, but who knows? Football is funny, and this could be the weekend that he gets his clean sheet against Sunderland. I know Sunderland's a very good team at home. However, they've got like 8+ guys. I think it's 9, I believe. They've got like 9 guys going to the AFCON tournament, and they're not going to be available for this game. So, Sunderland's going to be depleted. Their squad's going to be, there's guys that are probably going to have to play that haven't played much all season. And I just like Newcastle's chances in this. If I'm being honest, I think it could be low scoring. Sunderland are going to try to keep it tight because they know they don't have the depth to run with Newcastle. I think it's going to be tight, but this could be surprisingly the weekend that Ramsdale gets a clean sheet. Next up, we got Burnt Leno. Burnley is also a team that has a few starting players going away for AFCON. So I don't know how threatening they're going to look. I actually do think Burnley could get a result against Fulham because Fulham's missing some key guys as well. Calvin Bassey, their starting center back, is going to be gone. But I think Bernd Leno can keep this team. I could see Fulham getting a clean sheet. That's the reason why he's here. I'd probably start Ramsdale over Leno, but I mean, I'm just kind of targeting these what I believe are the bottom three teams, and Burnley's one of those. I think Burnley's going to get relegated. Their stats, their XG are saying that. Them and Wolves are the two worst teams in the league statistically. So I like Leno in there. Next up, I really like Bournemouth's chances against Manchester United this coming week. Adrian Truffert. Some of the Bournemouth defenders are struggling with injuries lately, but this guy's been the most consistent in terms of minutes. He hasn't been hurt all season. So I trust him more at 2.2% owned. Adrian Truffert. I think Bournemouth can win this game against United. United are going to be missing Brian Mbeumo. They're going to be missing Amad Diallo. And Bournemouth are not really going to be. They're going to be missing one player. I forgot who it was, but he's not a consistent starter. Next up we got Malik Dia. Once again, clean sheet potential, defensive contributions most likely, and he's an aerial threat. I could see Newcastle winning this game off of a corner kick goal, and he's probably the main threat off corner kicks. Dan Burn as well. Next up, we got Malo Gusto for Chelsea, 1.1% owned. He played 90 minutes last time. He's getting, some of his minutes are a little bit inconsistent, but I believe that he will start this game against Everton because he did not start in the Champions League game this week, yesterday. So I think he's going to be used against Everton. I like Chelsea's chances of a clean sheet against Everton. Everton are going to be missing two really key players, actually. Njai, probably their best attacker. And then also, let's see, I forgot his name. And Idrissa Gana Gueye. They're both going to be missing. So is Jack Grealish. Actually, they're missing several players here. Garner, Grealish. Yeah, they're going to be missing several guys. So I really like Chelsea's chances of a clean sheet. If I could, I would take Chelsea and Arsenal defenders this weekend. But we're looking for differentials here, so that's why I'm not loading up. And plus, those teams are quite heavy rotation. So one guy that's I don't think is going to get rotated for this week because Liverpool literally don't have another right back at the moment. Connor Bradley got hurt yesterday. I forgot his name's hurt. Really, only other guy is Kirkes, and Kirkes, I would not trust Kirkes at the right back position. So I like Joe Gomez in here, 0.2%. Liverpool got a clean sheet against Inter Milan. They're playing a new formation. I think that could really help them defensively. They'll probably still concede against Brighton, but I like taking the risk here with Joe Gomez. Defensive contribution points and potential clean sheet. Next up, we got Piero Hincapié. I think that's how you say his name. 0.6% owned still. He has started for Arsenal at center back. William Saliba is coming back from injury. I don't know if he's going to play in this game yet. He's got a 75% chance. I'm guessing he probably will. But I still trust Hincapié will start for Arsenal. I still believe that. And it's worth taking a risk on him. 0.6%. I see no other, result in this game except for Arsenal clean sheet. I don't think Wolves will score on Arsenal. I would be shocked. It's possible, but I would be very surprised if Arsenal did not get a clean sheet, especially after losing to Aston Villa this past weekend. I'd be very surprised. One man who is on fire at the moment is Xavi Simons. He's starting to figure out kind of how to play in this league and how to, play in this squad, his role. He just coming off a big game against Brentford, 1.2% owned. He scored in the Champions League game the other day. I like his chances to get another contribution against Nottingham Forest, who are a decent squad. They're playing better, but they're still not as good as Tottenham. Next up, we got Alexis McAllister, 1.2% owned. He got thrown into the attacking midfield position for Liverpool in the Champions League the other day against Inter Milan, which they won. Now, if that's the case going forward, Florian Wirtz is obviously going to be rotated in, so this is a risky play. He probably won't. Florian Wirtz will probably play that attacking position. McAllister will probably move back to a defensive position, but Liverpool are playing this narrow 4-4-2, and McAllister's playing against his old club. I don't know if you guys remember, he transferred from Brighton to Liverpool. So I feel like whenever you play your old club, you always want to, kind of make a statement. So I like McAllister in this position. I could see him scoring, an incredible goal. He always seems to pop up at some point with a ridiculous goal during the season. This could be it. Next up, we got Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson has been playing incredible lately. 10 points, 8 points, 8 points. And now he's playing against Burnley, one of the worst teams in the league. He's only 2.6% owned. And also, Fulham are going to be missing quite a few. They're missing 3 players to AFCON. 2 of them. One of them's, I always forget his name. Fulham. They're going to be missing Iwobi and Chukwueze. See their midfielders, XGI, expected goal involvements. They're missing 2 massive guys right there. But who's in third place? My guy, Harry Wilson. So Fulham's going to be relying on Harry Wilson to create goal-scoring opportunities. So I really like him in there. He could take PKs, honestly. He's competing with Raul. Raul will probably take him, but I really like Harry Wilson's chances in this fixture. Next up, we got Justin Kluivert. Once again, he hasn't really performed well all season. He's been pretty underwhelming. 0.8% owned. With that being said, I can visually see him scoring against Manchester United. This just seems like a Justin Kluivert game. A game where Bournemouth wins 1-2-0. It just seems like a disappointing Manchester United performance here. I like Justin Kluivert in this game. I think he could contribute. Okay. This is just like a personal opinion kind of pick here. Statistically, he hasn't been great, but with some of the guys being out for Manchester United and them being so volatile, I like Kluivert. Next up, we got Esteval, 2.8% owned. Once again, Everton. Let's see, Esteval did not play much against Bournemouth last game. He did not play in the Champions League game this week. I think he's going to get a chance here against Everton. He might even start. And Esteval, I think, is a highly regarded player for Chelsea. I think he's going to get quite a few minutes in this game. I think he's going to produce something. So I like him. I like Chelsea players, and I like Arsenal players this week. Obviously, I have 3 Liverpool players as well. So I think there's going to be goals in this game against Brighton, if I'm being honest. 12.9% Ekitike. I was back and forth on strikers, on who to pick. But, the form speaks for itself. He's got 13 points last game. I got to go back and check and see if he scored in the Champions League game. No, he did not. He only scored 1. It was a PK, sorry. But I like Ekitike in here. He seems like the more dangerous striker at the moment for Liverpool over Isak. So I like him in there. Next up, we got a surprising pick here, 0.5% owned, Zion Fleming. He's the freaking ratchet guy who scored against Newcastle this past week. The guy who ruined most of my FPL teams, ruined my differential picks. This guy, if you're gonna make him a villain, then may as well put him in the squad too. So he doesn't disappoint me again, or or I regret not having him. I like Burnley's chances against Fulham. I really do. Fleming is Burnley's best striker, or he is their best striker. I can see him scoring. Why not? He scored against Newcastle. Keep up the form. Fleming gets a surprising goal against Fulham, who are missing Calvin Bassey, their starting center back. Yeah, why not? Pick him. I like Burnley. Burnley have to get a result. They have to get a result in this game. There's not many games like this coming up that, they might be cooked, but I think they have to get a result against Fulham. Last 5 times they've played against Fulham, they've actually gotten a result. So that's why I like Fleming here. They're missing a few attacking players. I think he's going to be the main man. Next up, we got Ollie Watkins. I thought Ollie Watkins was going to get a goal against Arsenal. You can see 0.83 XG. That's pretty good. But he did not get a goal, which was disappointing. I think he get a goal here. Okay, Ollie Watkins, he's finding form. Villa are finding form. They're playing phenomenally right now. I could see there being goals by both teams in this game. Yeah, I like Watkins. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today in this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that jazz, and stay tuned to our best bets video coming out probably tomorrow. Got to get that done. So appreciate you guys, and I shall see you next video. Adios.